Welcome to Gaming Morning Show, your favorite morning radio show that plays games. We're like an FM morning radio show, and since it's a weekday, we're on your favorite platform, just like we've been Monday through Friday since 2020. And of course on our website, GamingMorningshow.tv. So whether you're able to join us in the chat or are lurking or listening, we're happy you're here. Who knows what today will bring? Maybe there will be amazing food inventions.
One hand for the taco says, one hand right below the taco ready to catch.
Eat the crunchy taco, catch it. Soft taco second.
That is brilliant.
I mean, we do like a good food topic. Put it on a pancake. Or maybe we'll celebrate someone's birthday.
Today, actor Peter Sarsgaard turns 52.
He's the pirate now.
Or meet a star of stage and screen.
Says I, gaming, doc gaming, sports doc gaming. Oh shoot, I have too many names.
Is that Keonstopher Reefkin? Or maybe I'll get to leave this box. I'm pretty okay in here. Okay, let's not get too ridiculous. I'm never getting out of here. But that's okay, because I'm here with you. Every weekday morning at 6 a.m. Pacific. And whatever the heck time it is in the UK. Your search is over.
Beep, beep, longer beep.
You found Gaming Morning Show, and we're getting started right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome in. It's Gaming Morning Show. Hello, it's Thursday, August 17th, 2023. We are live across the airwaves through the interconnected devices that are your computers and mobile phones. And I was going to say devices again, but that was going to be double devices, and that's redundant, and I didn't want to have any of those issues. So I just decided to say mobile phones, but you can be on a tablet, any sort of smart device, I guess. And even your Motorola Razr from 2003. We're on that too. Just flip it open and take a look. We're right there. You'd be surprised.
Take a look in a book.
What?
Oh, we're not in books though.
Actually, if you turn to page 13. Uh-oh. What are you doing in my History of the World book, Hefty? Listen, we had originally talked about mass distribution, so we're everywhere. Look behind your toilet.
Ugh. Also, clean down there.
It's a little gross.
It's a little gross.
We could use what they call a deep clean, please. That would be fantastic. Be a little bit better. So, I think we're doing pretty okay. I think it's August 17th, 2023. I do know that it's a Thursday show. We've already had some Thursday shows this week already, so I guess expect more of the same. I can't really say that we're gonna deviate much from the plan. No, we've been Thursdaying really hard lately. So many Thursdays. So we have that on the agenda. We have some Super Saiyan 008 Xlar's Revenge coming up in the final hour crew. That is our July name of the month. And first playthrough last week was okay. Wasn't great. Wasn't great. Bad.
There's some things to improve on, but
yeah, we made it through.
Like Tony the Tiger says, they're fine.
So,
yeah.
What was I saying? I mean, it's no Kiwi, but
right. Sometime between that first playthrough last Thursday and our playthrough today, I want to try to fix the controls, which means while we're playing our community game, I'm going to try to fix the controls.
Again, we prepped for 10 minutes for the show, so all ready to go. I did this thing yesterday where I took my PlayStation inside the house.
In the house?
Because I was thinking, okay, well, maybe I'll play some Apex Legends, but I can't play out in the studio. It's way too warm by the time the show's over and such. And so I took it inside, and it's sitting on the desk that has an HDMI monitor. And I'm like, you're going to forget to go take that out there before tomorrow morning, and then you're going to get out there, and you're going to be like, where's my PlayStation? Oh, no, I left it over here. And then you're going to have to just create another issue for yourself. And then you go from having 10 minutes to having minutes of minutes, and it's just not good. So sure enough, this morning I wake up, get my coffee, and I go go inside, hook everything back up. I mean, there's 4 cables I have to plug into this thing.
Ugh.
I know,
man.
And then I use a wired controller while doing the show, so that's 5.
Ugh. I'm surprised we didn't just cancel the show.
Thought about it. I mean, I got one note from somebody.
Bob likes it.
Somebody wanted to cancel the show, but I guess decided not to after all things were considered. So, Good morning, and nice chat to LNE who opened up the chat this morning. It's great to see you. Thank you for stopping by.
First,
Scott Chick is here as well, deputy cat petter to this morning radio show that plays games.
dead dogs live under Scott Chick's bed.
Good morning, everyone. Morning as well. Good. Just getting ready for work. Hope you're doing well. Likewise, to you, LNA. Keep in mind, you can take us with you in audio-only mode on Twitch. Of course, find us as a podcast after the show. Scott Chick says, answering for Bacon Davies, the other half, favorite Xbox game is, quote, probably Fable. We'll get to that in a moment. That's our topic of the day. It's National Black Cat Appreciation Day. So to you, Hefty Floof, congratulations. You were adopted by a great family.
That sounded like you were appreciating yourself more than...
We are so great. We gave you a house and a home when apparently nobody else wanted you, or maybe Hefty Floof just jumped on a better deal.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it wasn't like they wanted Hefty Floof. Hefty Floof didn't want them.
Possibly. I mean, they could have been a C plus or B minus household. We just happened to be a B plus or maybe even like an A minus. Like, well, this is an upgrade. You know, you check into the hotel. It's like, hi, Sports Dog Gaming. We have you in a double queen room. But, oh, hey, look at this. I do have a deluxe corner suite. Would you prefer that instead?
Absolutely.
In both of these
Does it come with wet food with the gravy?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it does. In both of these scenarios, I've laid out a situation where you're going to get to stay at our hotel. Does one sound just slightly better than the other? Okay. So it sounds like you'll take the latter.
Yeah. Oh, there's a ladder too? Sweet.
And these like really like carpeted cat tower things, you're going to love it.
Nice.
But you didn't hear it from me. Scratchy scratch. Baby Boomers Recognition Day. It's National Abel Day. ABEL. National I Love My Feet Day. Love is in all caps. I love my feet day.
Isn't this the day that you showed your feet?
I've never shown my feet on this show. Probably. I think this might have been because I remember there was an issue where I touched my foot and then I touched my face, and that really bothered some of the ensemble of Gaming Morning Show.
Yeah. I think this is what sparked it.
Okay. Maybe I'll send some pictures to Lucas might go today. Today is National Maryland Day, National Massachusetts Day, National Non-Profit Day, National Thrift Shop Day, and National Workers' Comp Adjusters Day. So those are a couple of things that are going on today. Coming up, we'll tell you the story of a New Jersey power outage that was caused by a falling fish. So that's coming up in just a bit. Also, researchers now have reconstructed Pink Floyd's song from a patient's brainwaves. We'll tell you why that is both odd and maybe unique. Coming up later on in the show. But as Scott Chick has prompted us for, today's topic of the day has to do with the Xbox, because this date, 20 years ago, the Xbox, was made platinum. And by that I mean 13 of their titles were made into platinum hits, and then they made them like these special packages, and then you could get them for $19.99. It was a whole thing. So.
Nice.
So we are asking you, what is your favorite Xbox game ever? And this is going to be really hard for me to answer because I have not only never owned an Xbox, but I have never really liked the Xbox. But that is only complete bias from when the Xbox first came out, and I played it, and I was like, this controller is 30,000 feet big. How big is 30,000 feet big, you ask? It's really big, okay? It's a big controller. That's what I'm trying to say. I think I might have broke Elodie's heart. It says, what? Please let me know if that is not the actual inflection that you meant, Elodie, but it sounds like it might be. Oh, Xbox family here. I think maybe I overplayed my hand. I don't dislike the Xbox. I couldn't stand the very first controller, and therefore I have unfairly given every other Xbox thing ever a bad judgment. Is that more accurate to what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, probably.
Like, I don't really dislike it. I mean, heck, you and I own a joint Xbox.
Just don't tell anybody how we acquired that Xbox. Because then it makes it more obvious that, like, we'd never buy one.
Okay, so here's what happens. So, a long time ago, and by that I mean like 3 years ago, hefty sports doc mom-in-law happened to go to a work event and happened to win a raffled off Xbox One that was probably actually the owner's old Xbox One. And
No,
just
it was in a box.
no, I'm just joking. It was a brand new Xbox One, and happened to win it on a raffle. And I don't believe actually after having won it, never once like said, "Hey Sean" or "Hey Ryan, do you want this Xbox One that I already know that I'll never use?" I think actually mom-in-law like set it up and was like, "Yeah, this will be in my." Didn't you set it up for mom-in-law?
I set it up for. I think so. My guess is she was like, "Oh, I don't want this. I'll give it to someone," and was like, "I can't give it to anyone because there's so many young people in the family that would probably enjoy having a free Xbox." That she's like, "Well, I can't give it to one person." And so then her thought was, "Well, I'll set it up in my living room, and then anyone that wants to can play it when they're here."
Okay.
But then no one played it.
I think that's fair. I mean, she could have given it to one. I mean, come on, no. Let's be real. Like, there was one answer to that question, but sure, I'll go with your thought process. And so it sat there for a good amount of time, and it got played. End of the sentence. It got played.
We installed a game on it.
Do you remember what game it was?
Yeah, it was Battlefield because
Yeah.
it came free with the Xbox.
So here's Battlefield installed and ready to go, just sitting there by the TV. And then mom-in-law had to moved in with Sean. And so when moved in with Sean, I believe at that point, someone was chosen to become the proud owner of the Xbox. And then it's since made its rounds between Sean and my house. I will tell you this, Eleni. The Xbox One is an incredible device for playing NFL Sunday Ticket during the fall.
Oop.
I can literally turn on the Xbox One, install the latest updates that I have not myself installed because it hasn't been turned on for a quarter or so. And then I go to the NFL Sunday Ticket app and I watch the football game I want to watch on Sunday. And we don't even know how that'll work this year since YouTube TV now has NFL Sunday Ticket. I may not need the Xbox One at all. I mean, Sean needs it. Oh, wait, no, you can't play Starfield on the Xbox One.
No.
Elodie says, so she was an undercover game. Could you imagine if we look at, like, the odometer of that Xbox One and it turns out that mom-in-law was playing some Battlefield, like, almost every night? It was only when we came over that she put it away.
Right. We're like, wow, we'd expect this to be more dusty just sitting here never getting played.
Nice save. We sit there, we start talking about a Battlefield game, and all of a sudden mom-in-law starts chiming in and be like, well, my personal favorite... Wait, what? How do you know anything about Battlefield? Oh, I'm of a certain age that I know about all the Battlefields, so... The games? No, I was there. Okay.
I was born on a battlefield.
How about that? Winner, and no one scored under 100 points, allegedly, so that's good.
I don't know about that.
Remember, I don't score under 100 points anymore. It turned a new leaf. Hey, it's 6:23 West Coast time. It's now 9:23 out east. It's 2:23 for those watching GMS in the UK. Man, that was a really long explanation for why I don't really dislike the Xbox, but it's the controller. I can pinpoint the moment. Friends got an Xbox like in 2001, 2002, and I went over there. I don't have my actual DualShock out here because it's in the house still, but let's pretend this kid-style PlayStation controller is said controller, which, by the way, this is not comfortable. I held this beautiful PlayStation controller in my hand, and then I grabbed the Xbox controller, and it was really large. And ever since that day, I struggled. And even the current controllers are very kind and wonderful and comfortable.
Yeah.
Just the original.
But I still don't like them as much as the DualShock.
No, I don't either. But I mean, that could be like a Coke and Pepsi argument, right?
Oh, where one's clearly better than the other one, and anyone who thinks otherwise is wrong.
I used a really bad example for that, didn't I?
I mean, you're probably right, but
clip that and send that to Austin the Tech 12. Scott Chick says, Xbox family here too, although I took some convincing from Bacon to try it over the PlayStation. Eleni says, I still have the original Xbox and can understand what you mean by the controller. Okay, thank goodness. It does help me, Eleni, when I talk to somebody about the abysmal size of that first controller, and somebody looks at me and says, what do you mean? It was the same size as the PlayStation controller. And I'm like, yeah, it was, if you put two PlayStation controllers back to back. And does anyone know why it had to be that big?
no.
Maybe it was a compensation thing.
You know what they say about a big deck.
Anyway, do you have a favorite Xbox game?
Yeah, but it's a cop-out.
Oh,
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie.
But Sean, I thought that came out for a different system.
Yep, until Microsoft bought it and then re-released it on Xbox.
It's totally a cop-out.
It's the best Xbox game. Know my second favorite Xbox game?
Banjo-Kazooie. No, Banjo-Kazooie. I can't remember what the sequel was.
Banjo-Tooie.
It's Tooie. I was close.
Yeah, good games. Good games.
Original Xbox titles, too. Dare you to find another system for which those were ever on. Dare you. Good morning. Nice chat to the Element of One. It's great to see you.
Nice chat.
Answer of the day. It's the Gears of War franchise. I think there was an I Was JF Downs who would agree with you on that.
Yeah, and I think if I had to pick an actual Xbox original, I'd go Gears of War. Gears of War was fantastic.
Does Madden 02 count?
Sure.
Xbox exclusive Madden 02. I'll have to put some thought into this. I'll try to give you an actual genuine answer. We'll do that after the news. Right now it's time to get the video game headlines you need to know. And for that, as always, here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Thursday, August 17th, 2023, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. It's an important day today. It's August 17th, and it's the time that Starfield has gone gold. So if you were worried about any last-minute delays out of September 6th, well, you don't have to worry about it because Starfield's officially done. It's being pressed, and it'll hit its September 6th launch date. This was all announced via Bethesda's sci-fi. Nope. I think it was just in a blog. Yeah, I think it's just in their blog, and then they had a developer Q&A, which is good. But you can now preload the game, the digital version of the game. You can't preload the physical version of the game because that's not how physics works. But the digital version you can preload on Xbox starting today, and Steam users will be able to preload their game on August 30th. So that's when I will do so. There's also a lot of information out there as to the size of the game, or at least the size of the preload and all of that. So if you need to clear some space on some hard drives, that's available, and you can make sure you have some room for that. There's also a 45-minute developer breakdown linked in the chat, or in the story that's in the chat. And so you can check that out as well. So we're getting excited for Starfield. We have just a couple more weeks.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, actually, it was randomly walking around and I found this physical copy disc that said don't open till August 31st. So, do you want me to bring it by?
Yeah. Oh, is it for Xbox?
Well, coincidentally, if you trade in your PlayStation 5 to old Hefty, I'll actually bring you an Xbox Series S.
No.
What a great deal.
No.
You sure?
No. So hopefully my PC can handle Starfield.
What is your actual concern?
Oh, I just worry. Like, my specs should be fine, but what if it doesn't work? And then Starfield's gonna be a $570 game. Oof.
But it's a $570 game that'll last a lifetime. Until the next generation.
In our next news story, Shredder's Revenge is getting another DLC. It's called Revenge Dimension Shell Shock, and it's going to launch later this month. This is from Marcus Stewart of Game Informer. Shredder's Revenge Dimension Shell Shock has a release date of August 31st. It's going to be $7.99. And we have a new trailer that reveals a fan favorite character, Karai, is joining the fray. Karai is a high-ranking member of the Foot Clan, and then she befriends the turtles and starts fighting on their side, as she will in this DLC. It also features other things we've talked about, like Usagi Yojimbo is the other new playable character, and the new survival mode. So all of these are going to be available in just exactly 2 weeks. On August 31st, we'll be able to check out this DLC.
Wow, did we? I don't think we played the last DLC. Or
no, I think this is it. I thought this was
one.
a new one, but no, it's just more information. This DLC is going to have everything.
Okay. Well, then I guess we probably should play it.
We should for sure play it, especially now that one of us can play as Yojimbo and the other one can play as Karai. Do you want to be a rabbit or Karai?
You're gonna laugh, but
human.
What if I played as Donatello?
No, you have to play the DLC characters.
No, but I like Donatello the best.
Yeah, that's why we played as the turtles the first playthrough.
Yeah, I remember that. All right, I'll think about it. Donatello.
You pick one. So yeah, we'll check this out in a couple weeks. The Shredder's Revenge was fantastic, so the fact that they're continuing to support it is great. So we'll definitely play that and revisit the game because it was a lot of fun. In our last news story, it's just a little baby Switch controller. It's just a little baby toy-con. Look at the little guy. It's just a little guy. 8-Bit Dude has a microcontroller that you can now pre-order. It's $24.99, ships on August 24th, and it's real small.
It is tiny.
It's so little. It's just a little guy.
How are you supposed to use that thing?
I don't know, but I don't care. All right, new challenge. Who's gonna complete Tears of the Kingdom on this little tiny bitty controller?
It's really cool that they made a keychain that's playable.
Yeah, I don't know what this is for, but I still kind of want one.
Kids?
I guess.
I guess we could read the story. It probably tells us. But...
Yeah, I guess. It appears to be a more condensed version of Lite 2, which is slightly bigger, allowing for joysticks and slightly more ergonomics. But this is apparently meant for 2D titles. The battery can last up to 10 hours, and it can connect to your Nintendo Switch, Android, or Raspberry Pi devices via Bluetooth, or by using a wired USB-C connection. And it's little bitty. That's the important part.
It's so tiny.
It's so little. I want one just to have one. I don't think I'd ever use it, but it's cute. So we'll get that later this month to play Shredder's Revenge and Starfield.
That'll be awesome.
Probably. And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what's out today, like Affogato out on PC, Book of Hours out on PC, Chrome World out on PC, Hello Engineer out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Switch, and PC, Let's Build a Zoo, Aquarium Odyssey out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Switch, and PC, Madden NFL 24 out on PC, Quantum Recharged out on PC, PlayStations, Xboxes, Switch, and PC, Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC, Vampire Survivors is out on Switch, and for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Marble It Up Ultra out on PlayStations, the Xboxes, Switch, and PC.
Now with even more marbled up.
Marbled. You've been marbled up.
All ultra combo. I can't marble it up ultra. I hadn't even marbled it up yet.
I haven't even marbled it up regular.
I'm not ready. I was not still on marble it up light. All right, there you go. It's our name of the morning. Could become name of the month. We'll see what happens from there. We'll just play it in September and maybe give you a chance to win it. We kind of really haven't thought anything more through than that, but we'll talk to Phil and see if we want to do a fulfillment appreciation name of the month giveaway down the road. We owe you one. I mean, I know that for sure. It's just sometimes Phil doesn't care. So
Phil does what he wants.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to him. All right, there you go. But it's our winner for today, and we thank you, Sean, for the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News.
You are welcome.
All right, there you go. It's 6:35 now on this morning radio show that plays games. Good morning, August 17th, 2023. It's just an itty-bitty little controller. We're asking you about favorite Xbox games, because today is the 20-year anniversary of what I believe is the first ever Platinum hits. I tried to find the original list of what the Platinum hits were for the Xbox. I found a good amount of information about some of the Platinum hits that were for the
Xbox 360.
But other than that, I really didn't find others. But Eleni says, I also liked Doritos Crash Course. Man, there was a lot of sponsored content games back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Domino's? No, Doritos. Doritos Crash Course.
There was also a Burger King game. Sneak King, I think. Something like that.
Well, and DK Oldies is one of my favorite Instagram follows, and they showed there's McDonald's games from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was did you already say Pizza Hut game?
No.
Yeah, I think there was a Pizza Hut game. So here's the reception for Doritos Crash Course. At the end of 2010, it had been downloaded 1.4 million times as a 74 on Metacritic. The players have to get their Xbox 360 avatars through increasingly difficult obstacle courses before time runs out. There's 5 different levels, and there's obstacles like collapsing floors, swinging ropes, and more. I kind of feel like this was a game that could have been just Crash Course, and then they decided to get a sponsorship from Doritos.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Did you eat chips or anything, Eleni? Was there something that was actually Doritos-esque in it? Be nice to know. Good morning, nice chat.
Nice chat.
To Abacus Apothecary. Gentlemen, behold, my favorite Xbox was Jet Set Future. Played?
Nope.
Because there was Jet Set Radio Future. I'm guessing this is it. Published by Sega for Xbox, it was the sequel to the Dreamcast game Jet Set Radio. Okay. Reimagining the original game featured refined gameplay mechanics. You control members of a street gang that use inline skates to traverse futuristic Tokyo.
Yeah, Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future. Very cool style. Very cool looking game. I just never played them.
Okay. The game begins with a player in control of a character named Yo-Yo who must complete a set of basic training exercises. Plot begins when the GGs discovering a gang stole a statue referred to as the goddess of the street. I don't know. You can tell me, Abacus, and L&E even for that matter. When you start to reread plots and Wikipedia pages for some of your favorite things, do you ever get a little nostalgic? Because I think about that when I have done like these deep dives lately into Mortal Kombat lore, just because it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that, or man, that was so cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because it says, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I'm appreciative that we have so much information available on the internet. So, let's meet the menagerie. I don't know what their favorite game was, but right now it's standing outside a pane of glass waiting to be introduced daily, and that's a quartet, or is it a trio plus one? We're not quite sure. We haven't decided. The decision's not done. But what we do know is you can say hi, because the animals they are, and they're ready to say hello to the gaming morning show, Thar. Thar is another word for crowd, I think.
It is now.
The blind got stalled on the way up.
That's tired.
Have to get a new motor for it.
Need to replace the battery.
That's so cool that it still lifts the blind even when it's not attached to the window.
Well, this is the replacement battery. I need to replace the battery.
Smart. It's always good to have a backup. All right.
You can news if you wanna.
Here's the story that we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games. It is now 6:40 on this Thursday, and we go on a wild ride with Ben Hooper of UPI. Please find the Odd News Minute podcast. It's available wherever podcasts are available, and it is from Ben Hooper and UPI. Ben writes the following: a New Jersey power outage was caused by a falling fish. A large section of a New Jersey town lost power for several hours, and utility officials said the cause was a fish dropped by a bird of prey. Eagle, the mathematical. What were you doing?
He said 7.
Oh yeah, I forgot Eagle only responds in numbers. Jersey Central Power and Light said crews working to restore power during the weekend outage discovered a fish had landed on a transformer.
Which one?
Bumblebee?
Optimus?
No! Caused it to explode. Is Optimus Prime dead again?
Again?
Quote, the hypothesis is that a bird dropped it, said one of the police department spokespeople. It just landed perfectly and destroyed the transformer. They're saying it so calmly. It's a giant transforming robot that's now dead because of this fish. Also, I don't know why Jersey Central Power and Light had Optimus Prime responsible for keeping the whole power grid.
Right?
Optimus just sitting there, like, holding two.
He's just like rewiring things as needs change.
This is exhausting. Autobots, roll out. Police department. Facebook post featured a sketch of the featured feathered suspect, as well as a tongue-in-cheek memorial for the fish. What? Is this in the link we provided?
The sketch is in there, yeah.
Gotta check this out. Quote, please let us not forget the victim in this senseless death. Gilligan was a hard-working family man. He was a father to thousands of children, the post said. The department said the suspect was last seen flying south. If you see him, do not try to apprehend him. Although he isn't believed to be armed, he may still be very dangerous. If you have any information in this case, please contact Detective John Silver, who handles all of the fish cases.
Also, I'm gonna show you the picture from. There's a picture from the story, or from their Facebook, that you have to see.
Okay. Good morning to Escape Reality, by the way. Thank you for being here this morning. Abacus said, chum that meets the eye. Oh, I'll make you full screen. This will be easier. You don't have to adjust as much.
Oh, perfect. This is fantastic.
Oh, they should have named it like Power Outage Crisis 2023. Oh my gosh. Bass formers, more than meets the
Oh, so good.
Good job, Ben Hooper. Good job to the police department in New Jersey. Nice work.
Correct.
I need to find a new job. This is exhausting. Long John Silver. Could you imagine if they actually have a John Silver on the staff?
That'd be perfect.
John's sitting there like, this isn't funny, guys.
I don't like this joke.
Do you know how many fish sticks jokes I already get? Okay. Sick of this crap. Also, in a related Facebook post, police department said thank you to Detective John Silver for the many decades of service after quitting the police force on Friday.
Not sure what his future goals or future endeavors will be.
I actually heard that he wants to captain a fishing boat. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Ben Hooper. That's the story that we're tracking at this hour. Next hour, we'll take you on a ride about Pink Floyd and brainwaves. So be ready for that. What is your favorite Xbox game? That is something we're interested in finding out, so please let us know. Escape Reality had said, incredible writing. I came in at the perfect time. Way to time your entrance, Escape Reality. And, you know, for what it's worth, we do our At This Hour story every single first and second hour at 40 after. So you can time your clock to it. Yeah, 20 years ago, Platinum Hits. And was this the start of that kind of style of recategorization of games, or did the greatest hits start?
I think PlayStation's been doing that since early in the PlayStation 2 era.
So did they have greatest hits for PlayStation 1?
Yes, but I don't know if that was retroactive. I feel like it's something that's been going on forever.
Because the idea was you basically could get your games for $20.
Right.
Which, I mean, back in the day when games were only available via disc, like, that's a good idea to take some of that inventory. I mean, there's probably a lot of games that people wanted to get, but, you know, couldn't maybe afford the entire library that they wanted, so waiting for them to come down to sale prices, especially when it was probably harder to, like, make that sale happen, because nowadays you can go, you know, you're on Steam or whatever, it's like, okay, all these things are 25% off, and you can just download them like usual. Because otherwise, like, retailers would have to make that choice. And now you can just get them from, like, the PlayStation Store that way, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Originally, PlayStation had greatest hits, green labels. Is that what the term is called, green labels? Because I've heard of white labeling. If anyone can find a full list of the actual original Xbox Platinum hits, I'd appreciate it. I couldn't find anything more than just the... oh, hi, how's it going? The 360s. I mean, what were some of the like release games for the Xbox? Was Halo one of them, or did that come later?
No idea.
Yeah. See, this is where we do need to have an Xbox expert for this kind of day. Because, I mean, I imagine if Halo was like a day one release, then it had to be a platinum hit after, like, the second one came out, right?
For sure.
My boost sounds like a wipe sound for, like, TV news, where, like, they switch to a new scene.
Nice.
I got your back. And by back, I mean the net in front of you.
Nice follow.
Name one follow I've ever missed. Dare you. 2-0 lead, under 2 minutes to play. What could go wrong?
I hate you.
3-0 lead. What? It was also platinum hits on original Xbox. Oh yeah, that's the ones we're talking about. That was 20 years ago today. It was just the identifying mark changed the value on some games according to Abacus. We're just trying to figure out what those 13 titles were. The source that we got for it didn't elaborate, and then in our 10 of minutes of searching, I couldn't find them.
So it looks like in 1997 was when PlayStation launched the very first greatest hits program. And it included games like Spyro.
Oh, Spyro was a good one. Spyro and Banjo-Kazooie related at all?
No.
Okay. Different developers and everything?
Yeah.
Any relation to Crash Bandicoot?
No.
Okay. I like your reaction time. Oh, right. Oh, you even got a bump.
Yeah, I got some help.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, I'm very impressed that team stayed as long as they did. MVP. And everyone over 100 again. Look at that.
Your car kind of looks like Spyro.
Yeah. That's that. You didn't catch my homage that I definitely did notice prior to now? Do y'all want to see my homage to Spyro? I got to switch to the other. Can you switch to the other car with any other button, or do you have to go to the garage?
I think you have to go to the garage.
Show me Blue Cars, which I think is a Coldplay song.
Maybe?
Yeah. Look at this, chat.
It's pretty nice.
That's a Spyro car, if ever. An homage to Spyro right there. We all remember Spyro with a purple exterior, those wings, rock candy tail.
Nice. By the way, first day of stage 4 of this season, and we've played 2 games, and you and I have already completed the hold the other team to 0 goals in 2 online matches.
No doubt.
Cracked.
Kind of stuff that you'd expect from Gaming Morning Show. And good. Look at that. I got a rare drop ball to open. I'll do that right away. No sweat. Thank you for being here. Good morning. A nice chat to Gabe Pride, who has stopped in. It's great to see you.
Nice chat.
A lot of great purple names on my screen from Twitch this morning, so it's great to see that. Gabe Pride, Abacus, Apothecary among them. Scott Chick 360 already here, part of the purple crew here for you. Let's get the birthdays this day in gaming history out of the way. So if you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know, because us, Sean and I, and the animals at Gaming Morning Show would like to celebrate Contigo. Contigo! I hope that is still with you. I believe it is. Check my best sources on that. Today is August 17th, 2023, celebrating a celebrity birthday today. Man, I'm telling you, there are a lot of people on these lists who are hitting the exact 10s. Actor Robert De Niro turns 80 today.
He celebrated the birth of his 7th child earlier this year.
Al Pacino also had a child this year. Yeah.
I don't want to be 80 and have a child.
Let's see, 98 when the kid leaves high school. Okay. 15 years younger, singer Belinda Carlisle turned 65.
Belinda once appeared with the Go-Go's in an episode of The Drew Carey Show.
Follow-up question. Was Belinda Carlisle part of the Go-Go's originally?
That's sure what it seems like.
Or is that noteworthy because the Go-Go's were there, but so was Belinda Carlisle?
Nope. She was the lead vocalist for the Go-Go's. The
We're-
most successful all-female rock band of all time.
Okay, I can believe that. The Go-Go's was that we've got the beat, we've got the beat.
Yeah?
We got the beat. I think it was. I can't think of who else would have been. Maybe the Bangles, but that was the Go-Go's.
It's gotta be.
Also,
Yeah, we've got the beat. Here we go. On their first album, Beauty and the Beat, 1981.
I mean, also wrote the Power Rangers theme song, of course. Go, go, Power. That's an homage that they put in there themselves. It's not true. We Got the Beat, by the way, was the only song that in middle school I could pretend to play on the drums, and it actually sounded kind of like what it was supposed to sound like.
Nice.
Never would have held up in court. Today, actor Sean Penn, or Cian Penn, as we like to call him, turned 63.
Sean Penn has directed music videos for Shania Twain, Bruce Springsteen, and Peter Gabriel.
All in the same video. It was weird. I thought you were doing my song today. No, we're going to just do them all. It's a mashup. I enjoyed it. Singer and actor Donnie Wahlberg turns 54.
And Donnie competed on The Masked Singer as somebody. I don't want to spoil.
Have you watched any Masked Singers lately?
Nope. I'm probably like 7 seasons behind.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I was trying to find out what are the directing credits for Donnie Wahlberg. Let me see if I can pull him up here. Here we go. Director credits. Blue Bloods did a TV episode back in 2014. Was the director of 2 music videos for New Kids on the Block, and also a director for Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. But I did all of that because I thought I read director and actor Donnie Wahlberg. I didn't. I read singer and actor. So the whole reason to look up director credits was absolutely worthless, and I'm sorry for wasting your time. I really thought I said director Donnie Wahlberg. Maybe I did. Someone check the tape.
Maybe you did, yeah.
Actor Austin Butler is 32.
Austin was nominated for a Best Actor Oscar at this year's Academy Award.
How many wins? Oscars edition. Hit the music.
0 wins, 1 nomination.
Correct.
All right, perfect. No, I'm just kidding. I
Yep.
don't know. Really?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Sorry, Austin. I just don't know anything else that.
Yeah.
Austin Butler, star of Elvis? Oh. Hence why probably nominated for the Best Actor.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. But he lost to Brendan Fraser in The Whale.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. Sorry, Austin. Today, actress Thaisa
Thaisa
Farmiga,
Farmiga.
29.
I made all of that up. She married filmmaker Hadley Klein in 2020.
Happy wedding song. Hope it goes very long.
Boop, boop.
The marriage. We're rooting for you. There's too many Hollywood couples
We've
that
got
break
a
up.
drummer birthday.
We do have a drummer birthday. It's Steve Gorman from the Black Crowes. Steve is 58.
Happy 58th, Steve. A country singer-songwriter Kevin Welch is 68.
Boo. Maybe bassist Colin Moulding of XTC can help us out.
Oh, you mean Colin Moulding of XTC, who's 68.
Boo.
Wow. Why are you so much more mad at Colin than Kevin?
He was supposed to save us.
You were the chosen one. High ground. Today, singer Kevin Rowland of Dexy's Midnight Runners, great band name, 70.
Nice. Also, historic birthday, Francis Gary Powers, U2 pilot. Like, he flew around the band.
I thought you said YouTube pilot. I was like, what? Also, if you've ever watched an episode of Downton's Abbey,
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go
Downston,
downtown.
the creator Julian Fellows is 74 today. So there you go. Any other birthdays you want to spotlight?
Nope.
Okay. I'm also equally good, but we can tell you that there's a bunch to get to in this day in gaming history, including our topic of the day, which in 2003 was when 13 Xbox titles became platinum hits and started selling for $20. Good morning and nice chat to Keith Anthony as we tell you that, Sean, there's a chance to play Lawsuit or Not a Lawsuit because the year, this day in gaming history, was 1990.
Not a lawsuit.
1990, Warner Brothers Pictures releases the film My Blue Heaven to theaters in the U.S. The game, The Goonies 2, is played on a Nintendo Entertainment System with the sound of Pac-Man on the Atari 2600.
All right, that turned around there at the end.
That's definitely why we left that in. Definitely not an oversight, that's for sure. My Blue Heaven, 1990, huh? That was directed by Herbert Ross and starred Steve Martin, Rick Moranis, and Joan Cusack. Do you want the plot for My Blue Heaven?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Plot for 1990's hit that featured a video game with sound from another video game. My Blue Heaven. The mobster, Vincent Vinny Antonelli, is under the witness protection program, and an FBI agent, Barney Coopersmith, is assigned to take Vinny and his wife, Linda, to a house in the suburbs. However, their wives leave Vinny and Barney, and the agent gets closer to the gangster and befriends him. Ah, that was a conjunction. And the agent gets closer to the gangster and befriends him. That's what I said the first time. Take one. Vinny is a bon vivant and a crook and does not keep the necessary low profile. The district attorney, Hannah Stubbs, arrests him, but Barney releases him from jail since he needs to testify against the mafia. Soon Barney falls in love with Stubbs, but Vinny gets into many troubles, calling the attention of two hitmen from the mafia. The police officer, Crystal Ryback, protects him, and they also falls in love with each other. That's right, I said they also falls in love with each other. In the end, the good-hearted Vinny becomes a prominent personality in the suburbs. My Blue Heaven, 1990.
Wow.
1999, Eidos releases the Soul Reaver video game for the PlayStation. It's kind of hard to come back down after doing the movie trailers.
Yeah. Especially, that was a long one.
Yeah. Almost took up the whole entire movie trailer bed, which is definitely not abbreviated. 2001, Microsoft Canada, didn't know there was a Microsoft Canada, announces it will launch the Xbox in Canada on November 8th. It's going to cost $459.99 Canadian, which is $298 US. Let me ask Siri something. How much is $459.99 Canadian in US dollars? Yeah, that's not worth $340. US. Better deal. 2004, Sega releases Astro Boy Omega Factor for Game Boy Advance. And 2005, at the Hot Chips Conference, Microsoft unveils detail of the Xbox 360 processor and graphics chip designs. Microsoft also announced its pricing for the system, $399.99 for the Xbox 360 and $299.99 for the Xbox 360 core. Prices in Great Britain, about £279.209 and €399.299 euros in the rest of Europe. And last Sean, 2011, DC Comics releases Resident Evil graphic novel comic book.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, that's your This Day in Gaming History. Those are your birthdays, and that is 1 hour of this morning radio show that plays games on Thursday, August 17th, 2023. Next hour, come back at you with a list of the day, 10 original Xbox games of all time. The top 10 original Xbox games of all times. Also, Abacus doing extra work may have found not only the 13 titles that we're telling you about, but maybe 16 original platinum hits. So, boy, do we have a lot for you. Also, one last birthday. Escape Reality says it's my son's 1 year, 9 days ago birthday. So to you, Escape Reality's son, it's your birthday song plus 9 days. It's not very long.
Doot, doot.
All right, thank you for joining us for the first hour. Sean Hefty coming back. Hour number 2 is next. GamingMorningShow.tv. Miller High Life has an ice cream that tastes like a dive bar. We'll have news of a gangster drama starring Robert De Niro coming up next hour. Right now, we got to say hi to Bear Bear because Bear Bear's been outside, was really lonely while we were on vacation. Bear Bear didn't know what to do. Bear Bear without Sean was indeed so blue. But Bear Bear's happy that Sean is back. So, Bear, reveal not your front, but your back. Did I rhyme back with back?
You did.
And I did it so badly, too. Rack.
He could have said something about how he looks like a snack.
Yeah. Bear, are you wearing a sack? Like a potato sack. I also called you Sean.
You did call me Sean.
Have you ever watched Hell's Kitchen?
It has been on while I've been around, yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
My parents love all, like, cooking shows like that, so it's been on frequently when we've been to their house.
Okay. Actor Sean Penn has a birthday today, turned 62.
In a rare full circle fun fact, he's been nominated for a Best Actor Oscar 5 times and won twice.
Hit the music.
No. Bob, he just told us. We don't have to play the game. Literally, the nominations and wins were right there. Okay.
You dummy, Bob.
Yes. Just... Jeez. I'll take 2 wins.
Let's check the sports.gaming assists needed counter. Sean needs
I think it's 7.
assists.
Could be 8.
Assists.
Maybe even 9.
Assists.
Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
I love when Bob realizes that Bob's being useful. He's always so proud. Good old Bob.
Beep boop beep boop.
Whoa.
You said whoa because of the game, right?
Yeah.
It fit so perfectly with the end of his little beep boop boop boops. It sounded like you're like beep boop boop boop. Yeah.
willing to share, such as a knack for contacting celebrities or spectacular graphic design skills, be sure to mention those to the nonprofit.
I am not an expert in this field, but I have heard that if you reach out and say, this is something that I'm good at, how might that be useful to you, is a really effective way to help with nonprofits or using your skills to volunteer, as opposed to reaching out and saying, do you need help with anything? Because a lot of times when you mention what your skill set is, then people are like, oh yeah, no, we actually could totally use that. Or it starts their wheels turning of like how they could use that. So helpful.
I'm really good at getting Rocket League assists. How can that help you?
Actually, we should start a nonprofit for the sole purpose.
Sean needs the assists. 5.
You could say playing Rocket League with me is volunteer work anyway. Okay, I know that retro is also very popular, right? Like going back to old logos and things, very in vogue. But even these look like they're closer to cigarette packaging than they are nostalgic beer bottle packaging.
It looks so sticky.
It's not okay.
So sticky.
Not okay. Down says loads of people complain about vanilla. That is true. I'm one of them, Downs. I don't think vanilla is worthwhile.
Vanilla, a waste of calories.
Bob agrees with me.
Vanilla is great, and Hefty is wrong about vanilla.
Never mind, Bob does not agree with me.
Crock pot either.
It's like a gigantic
Bomb.
bowl. I was gonna say bowl, but bomb works too. Well, listen, I've watched like Hefty Wife undo the little thing with the steam, and every time it does look like it's like one of those like. Okay, we're fine.
Yeah, like you're gonna lose your hand. All for some mashed potatoes? Okay, maybe. How good are they?
Oh, we're talking about instant potatoes, says KJ. Not the kitchen device known as an instant pot, but instant pots as in potatoes.
Instant pots. Yeah, okay, yep.
If you do instant potatoes in an Instant Pot, does it take like 2 seconds?
It takes like negative seconds.
Is that how we time travel?
Oh my god.
We've unlocked the secret. Everyone thought it was a hot tub. It's actually instant potatoes in an instant pot.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, list of the day and sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back. It's Gaming Morning Show. Hey there. Hi there. Hello there. It's great to see you. One moment, though. Everyone be quiet. Sean's on the phone, okay? Don't want to disturb him.
Okay. Yeah, I got that taken care of.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I forgot to.
It's a shame when you don't hit the end button on your stick phone.
It's the slim model.
Oh, you can tell. Yeah. Slim and long model. It's different. Good thing that thing doesn't go off during the show.
Yeah, I always silence it.
Maybe you forgot?
Maybe. Oh, 1 second. There we go.
Doritos.
Yeah.
Abacus went through and found this list. Our question of the day, chat, has to do with the fact that 20 years ago, 13 or 16 titles from Xbox were turned into platinum hits and made available for $19.99. And so Abacus was kind enough to say that Abacus would drop those into the Discord, which you can find at any point by going to !Discord. But this is some of the list as pasted into chat. It includes Bloodwake, Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex, James Bond 007 in Agent Under Fire, Amped Freestyle Snowboarding, Max Payne. I could see that one being a good one. You have played Max Payne, right?
Yes.
Enjoyable?
I think just the first one. Yeah, it was fun. It was fine. I didn't love it enough to like have to play any of the sequels, but it was a good time.
Oddworld Munch's Odyssey.
Munch.
Project Gotham Racing. Rally Sport Challenge, Silent Hill 2, Restless Dreams. Simpsons Road Rage, which I think, wasn't that a Dreamcast title originally? Or am I mixing it up with Crazy Taxi?
That.
Star Wars Street Fighter Special Edition is what I wanted to say. Starfighter Special Edition, what the actual title is. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, Reckless. Star Wars Obi-Wan, and Spy Hunter with SSX Tricky. Tricky, real good. Dun, 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 dun. I think I'm mixing up songs. Gabe Pride says, ooh, Spy Hunter. Road Rage was great. Never played Oddworld, though, said Escape Reality. Spy Hunter was the one that I really liked from the arcade, that I don't know if I understand the... I think it was more of an adaptation than a port to the Xbox. Spy Hunter, I don't think it was like that top-down scroller, right?
Yeah, it wasn't the original.
Could you play that? That's a trombone song, right?
Yeah.
You bet you could play that, couldn't you?
I can play that.
Gabe Pride, by the way, said, ooh, my favorite Xbox game is Portal 2.
Nice.
I remember watching, I think, your niece play one of the Portal games during a Portal-themed birthday party.
Yep. That was a fan-made, like, complicated Portal game where there's, like, time shifting and stuff like that. I forget what it's called.
It's called a Portal. Now it's complicated. So, Sean pointed out that we have not allowed a goal this morning in Rocket League, so we vow for the entire...
What could go wrong?
I mean, if you think about it, what could go wrong? I think my promises in Rocket League have been pretty ironclad, so I vow that we will not give up a goal in this first minute of this next game.
Nice.
You didn't think I was going to say that we're not going to give up a goal, period.
That'd be absurd.
Yeah, unlikely. So.
Oh no! Someone put that freeway back outside.
Competition. They're getting out of town. They're scared of us.
Were you testing your new boost for Rocket League?
Right. That's how you're going to hear it the whole entire game. That won't get annoying at all. Sean, it is so hot in here.
Yeah, it's warm.
I don't want to continue dealing with the heat.
I mean, 3 years ago when it was hot and there were fires, we just doubled up in here. You could just come sit back there. There's less boxes this time.
So there are clips, Chad, of Sean and me being in that same room, basically side by side, but using different cameras. Gosh, that was a pain in the butt to set up.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, you had a good amount of boxes in there, and now you've traded all your boxes for Bears.
Yeah. And birds.
I can't believe Runaway Umu has decided to stay around.
He likes it here.
I mean, I guess it's probably better than being on the run all the time.
It's true. And, you know, maybe he's still running between shows.
I couldn't get to it. I'm sorry. Oh, that was a goal that we gave up in the first minute. How about that?
For 7 seconds.
Did I say first minute? I meant a different minute.
You meant the last minute. Maybe.
No. Good morning. Nice chat to Disgruntled 32, who's here for the first time on Twitch. Thank you for stopping by this morning radio show that plays games. I am Hefty Goof. Down the bottom right corner, that is Sports.Gaming. We are brothers-in-law, and we host a morning radio show every weekday morning starting at 6 a.m. Pacific time. Thank you for allowing us to visit your show as we sent our audience over there the other day. Our question of the day is to ask you, today in 2023, 13 Xbox titles are made platinum hits. What's your favorite Xbox game ever? Ever, of all time. All time. We do have our list of the day coming up with top 10 original Xbox titles, as well as our sports segment at 7:50 today. A big shout out to Abacus, who has posted said list of original 16 Xbox titles in our Discord. We appreciate that very much. I'm going to laugh if Abacus just decided to add 3 more titles to mess with us. Only a clear, huh? This game is underwhelming. Disgruntled says, it was an absolute pleasure for you sending them to me. And ooh, my favorite Xbox game? That's a hard one. Never heard of that game, Disgruntled. Get it. Let me shout out Disgruntled. What a perfect time, too. Don't worry, Sean, you got this. How's it going down there?
Great.
3.5 minutes left. 1-1. What could go wrong? We've had a hard Rocket League
career.
I was going to say it wasn't that bad, but apparently yeah. I was going to say a month, but apparently this is pain.
It was more fun this way.
Coming up on tomorrow's Gaming Morning Show, we start playing Kart Racer or Kart Drifter or whatever that game is. If you have any coffee recommendations, you can let us know. You can do !Discord to find our Discord, that we do have a coffee channel. And the first hour, we told you the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News, the video game headlines you need to know. We have that as a re-news segment coming up at the end of the show in the late 8 o'clock Pacific Time hour. And then we'll also name our Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award winner. And share with you Clip of the Day. That's all coming up next hour as well. Also a story on the way of how the brain helped scientists were able to figure out a song that somebody was thinking about because of brain waves. That's on the way as well.
Nice work. Great clear.
Thank goodness I didn't only get a clear for that. Well, and the irony is, that's almost the same kind of like angle I would have had to have made to make that first shot not go in. Oh, just a touch too strong. But I did a sick 360, styling on him. Let's see. Might have to go with SSX3. So that was one of the ones, the SX... See, you can't say the name of that game too quickly. SSX... Was it Tricky that was on that list from Abacus?
tricky.
It was.
Yeah.
That's a snowboarding game, right?
Yep.
I imagine that kind of came through because of the success of like Tony Hawk.
Not necessarily. There were a lot of snowboarding games around the same time that Tony Hawk was popular. Like 1080 was a big snowboarding game.
And the inspiration for high definition television later. I loved its sequel better, 1080p.
Oh, come on, teammate.
What could go wrong? I mean, in their defense, I would have missed that too. So, Abacus says Tricky was excellent. Disgruntled agrees. It is. A close runner-up would have been TH Underground. Oh, Tony Hawk Underground? I do remember spending a good amount of time on my first ever college roommate's PlayStation 2 playing Tony Hawk. And thanks to Elway's patented fourth quarter magic, final score of Super Bowl 24, Denver Broncos 7, San Francisco 55. My favorite lines ever. Hey, a 3-2 loss isn't that bad. It's not like losing by 7.
True.
Think about it.
What's the math, Eagle, the mathematigal?
It's weird. He just said 7 again.
Is Eagle the mathematical stuck?
No, I think he's just not listening to us.
So we keep throwing math questions at our patented Eagle the mathematical, and apparently not interested at all, huh? It's kind of rude, Eagle.
Kind of rude.
Not gonna lie. Kind of rude. All right, it's 7:26 West Coast time, 10:26 out east, and it is 3:26 for those watching GMS in the UK. Flying by. That's Bear, Walrus, the Handy Thesaurus, and Emu. What the heck is in my brain? It's Bird, the Runaway Emu.
Sorry, Bird. He'll get your name.
But if you're interested in saving some money on your car insurance, go to Emu. All right, this is a list of the 16 different games that showed up February of 2003. This is not our list of the day, by the way, but it's Amped, Freestyle Snowboarding, Bloodwake, Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex, James Bond 007 in. I like how there's a ... Agent Under Fire, Max Payne, Oddworld, Munch's Odyssey, Project Gotham Racing, Rally Sport Challenge, Silent Hill 2 Restless Dreams, Simpsons Road Rage, Spy Hunter SSX Tricky, Star Wars Obi-Wan, and Starfighter Special Edition, 2 different games there, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, and Reckless, the Yakuza missions. So those are all from the official press release that was dug up. Man, still on the Microsoft News website.
Wow.
That's some good work there, Abacus.
Nice work.
Yeah, let's give Abacus a round of applause. Nice work there. Golf claps around. Proud of you for that. Anyway, that is a good list. You can find that in our Discord. Our list of the day, though, is a slightly different version, but how many of these top platinum hit titles, these original platinum hit titles, make a top 10 as decided upon by Destructoid.com's Zoe Handley back in April of 2023, so very recently, actually. We'll have to figure out exactly which of these games might have been. Well, they're all originals, is what you're saying. These were all original titles?
Maybe.
Seems that way. And which of these games were maybe part of those platinum hits? The console wars were still raging, this article opens up. When I was in high school, Now, while I was on Team GameCube, a good friend of mine was on Team Xbox. Maybe not firmly Team Xbox, as he wasn't as closed-minded as I was. He loved the short-lived Dreamcast and even managed to introduce me to some PS2 titles that stuck with me. However, his enthusiasm for Microsoft's first foray into the console market left me with a lasting affection toward the massive brick of hardware. If you know, chat, why that Xbox original controller was so damn gigantic, please let us know, because I still don't know the answer to that list. So we'll start with number 10.
1-0.
Godzilla, Save the Earth. This is from 2004. The author says, okay, I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with me, but I was a huge fan of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee on GameCube. However, it was really easy to burn through every scrap of content in that game during a short rental period. So, enter Godzilla Save the Earth, the sequel to that, and said it had it pretty rough when it came to video games, Godzilla specifically, but in this instance, Pipeworks Studios, the author says, did the license proud. Yeah, it's just a dumb game with giant monsters throwing skyscrapers at each other. I mean, what else do you want?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds cracked.
9.
Number 9, Jet Set Radio Future from 2002. This was one of the biggest wins for Microsoft's Xbox, as it was able to snatch this up after Sega Dreamcast's failure. When Sega went multi-platform, they seemed to favor the Xbox initially, perhaps feeling soured from their rivalries with Nintendo and Sony. And so Jet Set Radio Future ended up on the Xbox. This 2002 game was a good example of this, as it is a sequel to 2000's Jet Grind Radio. Technically not a sequel, but set in the same universe. The biggest difference is that it had a more open structure and drops the time limit of the original game. Lots of big fans for Jet Set Radio Future.
8.
Xbox.
Wasn't that one of, was it Abacus's answer to our question?
I think so.
Yeah. Number 8 is a Splinter Cell game, and the author admits that it was cross-platform. You could find it on other games as well, but specifically, like this one, Chaos Theory, because it followed a
Beep.
formula with the single-player type thing, but it also added a terrific co-op mode and an asymmetrical competitive mode as well. All things transitioned to the next generation. Splinter Cell has now kind of lost its way, but at the time, this one was terrific. So Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, number 8 on this list.
7.
Number 7, Breakdown, from 2004. Just break it down now. It's a celebration of first-person shooters. This was a Japanese-developed first-person shooter game, which is pretty rare even today. Breakdown felt like the perfect embodiment of what you get when you combine the genre with the inventiveness of Japanese games in the early 2000s. There's a lot of jank, and the story is very bizarre, but its approach makes it stand out despite those issues. First-person shooters were becoming progressively more interchangeable. Its immersion-first approach kept it feeling fresh.
How bizarre.
So bizarre.
6.
Psychonauts is on this list, and apparently a precursor to Psychonauts 2, which came out 15 years later. Again, this is another one that did launch on PlayStation 2 and PC, so it was available elsewhere, but considered Xbox the primary platform, writes the author. Original title still worth playing. Surprisingly deep characters, excellent soundtrack, and solid platforming. It's something that is packed with great and memorable moments that will drill into your gray matter and live there. Get out my gray matter.
5.
Number 5, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic from 2003, lovingly shortened as KOTOR. It was also available on the PC, but it was on the Xbox a few months earlier than the PC. KOTOR was a pretty enlightening experience for a lot of players. It had an engrossing companion system and a dark/light side alignment, which was an interesting twist that made the experience very personal to the player. And of course, there was HK-47, a robot so twisted and evil that you could feel a little shaken up.
shake it up.
Break it down now.
4,
Halo Combat Evolved is on this list. I forgot that the original Halo had a subtitle. Halo Combat Evolved. This person says this is strictly on here because of peer pressure, because the author of this article was not a huge Halo fan. However, recognizes the impact. Says memories of 8 players together with 2 connected Xboxes for a few nights. It was the multiplayer mainstay for a very long time. And while the story may have gotten stale, according to the author, that's not the game's fault. And at the time, it was, quote, the latest thing. No, sorry, the biggest latest thing. So, yeah, I think you have to find a spot for Halo on this, even though I would be in that same boat where Halo was not my jam, but a lot of, in fact, many people around me who were of Xbox, who had an affection for Xbox. They loved playing that game. Hours and hours and hours.
3,
Number 3 is Ninja Gaiden Black from 2005. This was the Demon Souls of its time. It was so difficult that completing it meant you were just so skillful and cool. Ninja Gaiden Black compiled in the 2 DLC packs from the original Ninja Gaiden from 2004. It added missions and restructured some other parts of the game. It was sort of the definitive edition of the 2004 game. It was only solidified when Ninja Gaiden Sigma was released on the PlayStation 3 and was considered to be the prettier version of the game. Even today, Ninja Gaiden Black is considered by many to be the best version of this title.
Okay.
2,
Number 2, Steel Battalion from 2002. And these are the top 10 original Xbox games. Quote from the author, "It's not the game that matters, it's the controller," is something I don't think anyone has ever said. However, in the case of Steel Battalion, that would probably be accurate. Steel Battalion is designed around a controller with 44 inputs. This includes 3 pedals, 2 joysticks, a dial, some toggles, and a whole lot of buttons. There is a game involved here, but I'm not sure how one is supposed to play it with such assertively arousing controller. But I can't find a picture of the controller. Did you find a picture of the controller?
I've seen it before.
Okay. There's a lot of effort going into the marketing of its mechs. Feel like steel coffins, also retro futuristic cyberpunk feel. There's enough depth to all the systems to necessitate a good read-through of the extensive manual. But it is absolutely brutal. There's an eject button on the controller, and it's more than just for show. If your mech starts giving out on you, you need to press that button to preserve your life. It sounds like this was a hectic game. And by the way, there were actually 44 inputs on the original Xbox controller. That was for that game?
Yeah. Because you had to drive the mech.
Wow. Yeah. That controller's camping because it is intense.
It's pretty cool.
1,
Nuts.
I would never want to have to pay for what those controllers cost now. But I'd play that game to try it. Looks
For
fun.
sure.
Number 1 on this list is Burnout 3 Takedown from 2004.
1,
You missed your cue, Bob.
no,
You didn't miss your cue, or you did miss your cue?
yes,
Okay.
Are you confused? Sean, are you confused?
Oh, always, yes.
I'm very confused too. Bob, are you confused?
nope,
Okay. I like to think that when you told him he missed his cue and he said no, inside he was going, no!
1, 1,
Number 1.
1,
Number 1.
Kind of
Burnout.
jerk.
3.
not really.
Burnout 3 Takedown from 2004. Burnout 3 was, of course, a follow-up to the original Wreck-'em Racers Burnout and Burnout 2. Those were available on GameCube and I think other consoles. But Burnout 3 is easily the best in the series. It took something that was good about the first two games, the crashes, and made them even better. Suddenly, bumping and grinding felt more impactful, and the game was more chaotic. You were not only rewarded for skillful driving, but aggressive combat. Burnout 3 would be followed up with Burnout Revenge on the platform. However, the traffic checking mechanic, which allowed you to knock cars traveling in the same direction out of the way, cheapened the thrills of dodging through traffic. Therefore, Burnout 3 is a racing perfection.
All right, there you go. Top 10 original Xbox games of all time. Time.
In space.
Thank you, Bob. There you go. That is from Destructoid.com. It is now 7:39 on this morning radio show that plays games. I still like how we have the name of our next GMS event, which is the Royal National Gaming Morning Show special event of all time around the world in space. Something like that.
Or some variation of
I
that.
have to watch that. Thank you yesterday to nationaltoday.com. This is some more information from Wikipedia. Platinum hits used as a term to refer to a line of select Xbox games. They may have dropped in price from their original MSRP to a newer, lower price of $19.99. A similar budget range in PAL markets is known as Xbox
Beep.
X for $19.99. Anyway, they are also known as Platinum Collection games and generally cost something else, 2,000 yen, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm going to just pop down to this next paragraph. On September 2006, Microsoft announced the Platinum Collection would be extended to the Xbox 360 platform. And on September 20th, 2006, at Microsoft's pre-Tokyo Game Show conference, they announced Platinum hits for Xbox 360 in North America as well.
Wow.
That's a lot. That was a lot. All right, let's go ahead and progress towards sports coming up at 7:50 this morning. We'll let you know what's going on with our minor league baseball teams that we've adopted for the summertime. As football games are, we're on the precipice, right? This is the last Saturday coming up without USC football.
Correct. Yeah, we're 9 days away from week 0 of NCAA. Noise.
And second down. All right.
You can news if you wanna.
It's time to tell you the story we're tracking at this hour. This morning radio show that plays games. Earlier we told you about the flying fish. I forgot how good this story was. Told you about the
Let's just talk about that one again.
the flying fish that dropped from the sky from a bird of prey, and then the police department in New Jersey decided to put out an APB for a flying creature holding a fish.
So good.
Gilligan was the name of the fish. Had thousands of children. Took out power to a New Jersey neighborhood. Here's the story, though, this hour. This is going to be about researchers doing some brain work, according to Dennis Thompson of Health Day News via UPI. There's a famous Pink Floyd song, you might remember it, called A Brick in the Wall. You might recall.
Just one brick.
I guess it's another brick in the wall, technically. The lyrics
Second brick.
have emerged from sound that is muddy yet musical, according to the story. Quote, all in all, it was just a brick in the wall. But this particular recording didn't come from a 1979 album or a Pink Floyd concert. Instead, researchers created it from the reconstructed brainwaves of people listening to the song. This is the first time researchers have reconstructed a recognizable song solely from brain recordings, according to a new report published Thursday in the journal PLOS Biology. Ultimately, the research team hopes their findings will lead to more natural speech from brain-machine interfaces that aid communication with people who are, quote, locked in, end quote, by paralysis and unable to talk. Quote, right now, when we do just words, it's robotic, said senior researcher Dr. Robert Knight, a professor of psychology and neuroscience with the University of California, Berkeley. So
When we do just words.
Right.
It's a cool sentence.
So I'm guessing, so instead of hearing something along the lines of like, all in all, you're just another, it would have like more of a human style tone to it. That's the takeaway I got from
Fancy.
that. How about that fish that fell from the sky, huh?
So if we're close to having technology that can read your brainwaves and produce speech, in the wrong hands, that can be turned into I'm going to read your brainwaves and get all of your secrets.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of really, really good uses of a technology like this, but I can also see how this could be used for evil.
I mean, we're already running into, an era where, like, photographic and video evidence is going to be harder and harder to prove true because of artificial intelligence. Now imagine if it could also, like, replicate, like, a brain pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Yep. Let me just look over here.
It'll be fine.
Everything's good. Hi there, Dungeon Meowster. KJ is here. It's great to see you.
As long as we
Nice
don't get hit by a
chat.
fish falling from the sky.
Well, Eagle's still outside, and we are pretty sure that Eagle the Mathematical had something to do about it. So many loud trucks in this neighborhood.
They're especially loud today.
Good morning, a nice chat to Mel B on YouTube. Went on a walk, back now. Going to celebrate some National Vanilla Custard Day by eating vanilla pudding. And there's also been a glitch at Dollar General. 24 count Crayola crayons. Mel B's going to try to go get some of those.
Nice.
Also having a sale on some popsicles. Hey, stay cool out there, Mel B. Abacus says, I guess with that technology, for those who used to talk, it could help them remember how to use their voice again. Yeah, like Sean said, I mean, I'm sure there's some far more useful applications for it that make it worth pursuing.
Yep.
Just don't tell Dr. Evil and we'll be fine. Did you get booted?
Oh, yeah.
Did you tell me?
No, I thought you knew.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't see that at all. Well, hey, you can jump into your own game because we can at least show our gameplay simultaneously.
Yeah. 2 for 1.
Competitive?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I need to win 20 competitive matches.
Well, why aren't we playing competitive then?
Oh, I think we're different levels. I think we've tried that before and it wouldn't let us.
Well, here I am just scoring from midfield on, no sweat, so
Nice.
maybe I'm better than you think.
I didn't say we couldn't play together. I said we tried it and it didn't work.
It's not me saying it. It's the game literally telling us, Hefty. Are you going to get into a game before mine's over?
Maybe.
That sounded like you were singing like the castle theme, like do 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 do.
I was singing the girl from Ipanema.
Do 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 do. That was the ugliest looking goal. I sailed above it because I thought maybe they'd pop it up in the air and ended up like paralyzing the person or something. Oh no! I did get a piece of it with my butt.
He scored with your butt.
Butt goal! Butt goal. Yeah, I don't think I have a favorite Xbox game. I can't think of one that I remember even like playing on an Xbox system that maybe I just didn't happen to even play on a PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
So my favorite game of all time is Mortal Kombat 3. Well,
Right.
my favorite game to play was Mortal Kombat 3. My favorite actual Mortal Kombat game was Mortal Kombat 2. I just wasn't as good at it. But yeah, I can't I can't pinpoint one, chat. I like your answer the best, probably.
Yeah. Gears of War is also a fantastic game. But yeah, Banjo, good game.
Yeah, you said Banjo-Kazooie, even though it's not technically originally for the Xbox.
Yeah, that's a Nintendo game, but they did re-release it for the Xbox, and that's the version I played on GMS Plays. So
It was N64, right?
yeah.
I have a 2-1 lead. Sean has a 1-0 lead. So what about Mass Effect? Was that originally an Xbox?
That was multi-platform.
Okay. Yeah, I promise, Chad, I'm trying, but I just can't think of... I mean, I didn't like Halo, because that's the first one that came to mind, right, is for Xbox exclusivity.
See, and I've never even given Halo campaign a chance. I've played about probably half an hour of Halo multiplayer, and it was fine, but it didn't catch me. But yeah, I've never tried the campaign, which is usually what gets me into first-person shooters, is the campaign, and then I'm like, oh, well, now I just like the game's mechanics, and I'll play the multiplayer. But never tried it.
Abacus did say that Mass Effect might have started out as an Xbox exclusive at one point. Wasn't that the one that you said just recently came out on PlayStation Plus?
They just had an original trilogy remaster, which I don't think has made its way to PlayStation Plus yet.
Nice shot. 3-2, minute 30 left. Sports is next. 2 minutes left in Sean's game. A 2-0 lead for the good guys. Abacus says, I'm terrible at MK, but I do love a fighting game. I wish I would have realized just how intricate fighting games are in terms of frame rates and things. I think Sean explained that to me finally.
Yeah, there's fighting games have deeper mechanics than the layperson is really aware, in terms of, you know, how many frames certain moves take to initiate, and you got iframes with a lot of moves and attacks, and like all of that gets factored into highly competitive fighting game like tournaments and competitions and stuff like that. And a lot of the newer fighting games have training modes where it'll actually lay out, like, you'll do a move and it'll show you, like, this is how many frames you were vulnerable, this is how many frames you were not vulnerable while you were attacking, and can help you learn all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas once upon a time, that was just trial and error, and, you know, people talking on the playground.
Get out of here. This is for kids. Some 32-year-old guy being like, hey, so how many frame rates? Did I say how many frame rates?
Yeah.
60. 60 frame rates, sir. Now would you please let me eat my peanut butter sandwich in peace? Did I say peanut butter and sandwich?
Yep.
It's fine. Just when my brain starts moving a little faster than my mouth can keep up with. All right. I'm one of life's winners. Does Sean also become one of life's winners? As we have 40-some seconds left. You're up 3-1. And it's looking kind of good. I finished with 370 points, with second place on my team.
Nice.
Are you guys all going to have a peanut butter and sandwich later?
Who's up for some peanut butter and cheese sandwiches?
I mean, it's better than that.
That's true.
Leaves it kind of open-ended, which is what I like about it. By the way, next hour, final hour crew is going to be our name of the month for the month of July. We're going to play some Super Saiyan 008 XLR's Revenge. So we have that coming up for you in the final hour crew after some Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. 20 seconds left. Sean's still up by 1. Go blue team. Go blue team. Uh-oh. Whoa! That was a little dicey. Chaos at the end. Winner! How about that? Good job.
Thank you.
I never doubted you.
We won 2 of our 3 games this hour.
Right? See, it's so much easier when we play separately, but together. Makes all the sense in the world. Abacus says, but other games I'm good at I'm at good level and can hold my own with players that are competitive level. I just know I wouldn't win any tournaments, saying I'm competitive level for Tekken. Man, Tekken was a pretty decent game. I loved King. And I don't need the violence of Mortal Kombat. That just happened to kind of happen, so. Yeah. It's 7:55 West Coast time, 10:55 out east, 3:55 for those watching GMS in the UK. It's time for sports. Sports brought to you as always by King Gray. Find King Gray on the internet. And that is your sports brought to you by King Gray. Find King Gray on the internet. All right. Probably the minor league teams won. The Mets are probably fine. Just, there you go. There's sports. So we're out of time. So. Hour number 3 is next. Stick around. Cool. All right. That was anticlimactic. Goodbye. We'll come back. 1 more hour to go. Constantly, where it's like, I didn't know you talked.
Yeah. He's had quite a few good small like bit parts. Like he had a small part in Love Actually. He did a pretty good job. It was pretty good.
Never seen that movie.
Mm-hmm. He's fantastic as Zazu.
I didn't remember him as Zazu. Wait, isn't Zazu the toucan?
Yeah.
I thought that was John Oliver.
Like advisor.
I think they have that wrong.
No, this is the original animated version.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, then, you know what is the truth then? I didn't know that. That's Rowan Atkinson?
Yeah.
Okay. John Oliver was the one in the live. Thank you, Downs. Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, Zazu was great in the first Lion King. The original one. The Lion King. It's a movie.
Yeah, you shouldn't give cats saucers of milk, even though it's really cute.
We learn something every day on the show. One thing we have to do is say hi to Bear Bear, who isn't lactose intolerant, but drinks milk every day for strong bones. That's how Bear Bear got to be someone who can be by Sean's house and every morning answer the phone. Bones and phones rhymes. Oh, look at Bear Bear. Yeah. Those are some strong bones right there.
That's some good bones. He's not lactose intolerant. He's been drinking his milk. Coincidentally, milk not required for good calcium intake.
Oh, but that's what the milk lobby told me.
Yeah, they just want your money.
Oh, sick. Okay. I'll send it right over. And such, so that was pretty good. I'm happy with that.
Not bad.
You are one of life's winners.
Thank you, Bob. Good morning to Bob. It is good to see you. Sports.gaming MVP, 2 goals, 1 assist, and 3 shots. Nice work.
Thank you.
It is now 6:25 West Coast time, 9:25 out east, and it is 2:25 for those watching GMS in the UK. Link says, I love having love lies. Also, I mainly grow herbs, though. I made a carrot fries yesterday in the Instapot. No, Instapot. The instant
air fryer?
That one, too. The instant air fryer. The Instapot. Pressure cooking fries. And I used a whole bunch of herbs for the first time in, like, my adult life.
Congrats.
Do you know they make something called chili powder? That's not an herb, is it? That's a spice.
No. Yeah.
Things that we usually do at the beginning of the show, after we say hi to Bear Bear, who's our own Hemosaurus in training. Bear Bear, you don't know this, but he actually went to the law and then changed his mind when he had his blood take a draw and became a creature that thirsted for blood. Bear Bear arrived outside Sean's window with a thud.
Did you hear it?
Oh yeah,
That was Bear Bear.
it was. He must be a lot farther away than we realized because we saw his body not moving before the thud.
Oh, I think it was his foot.
Oh, because his feet are so heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thud-like.
Thud life. Fig Newton Day. We know you can't wait to enjoy a few in celebration. Fig Newtons came into existence when, in the 19th century, physicians began to try to promote an increase in biscuits and fruit in one's diet as a remedy for digestive problems. Is that where digestives come from?
Probably.
The biscuit brand?
That makes sense.
Fig rolls became a popular food item as a result, and in 1891, Charles Rosser invented a machine to insert fig paste into dough. After several business deals, the fig roll became a product of Nabisco, and the name was changed to Fig Newton. So go on and get figgy with it. I'm just reading what they wrote for me.
It's so disappointing.
Get figgy with it. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Boo. Boo. Man, I wanted to keep playing. I'm telling you, Hefty getting a PlayStation 5 is getting closer by the day. PlayStation 4 is not going to last. It's on its last legs. Beep. 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 I don't know if it's going to make it, Doctor. Beep. Beep. Rocket League has crashed like twice in 1 week. Beep. 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 We're going to need a PlayStation defibrillator. Beep. Beep. Don't know how that things works. Maybe it's like a electromagnetic pulse. I don't know. Beep. Beep. Oh no. It's not going to make it. Beep. 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 It's awake.
Frozen hot chocolate.
Really?
Yeah. One of our favorite coffee places.
Sick.
Frozen hot chocolate.
Yeah, try your hand at frozen hot chocolate. It's basically hot chocolate, but frozen. Pretty self-explanatory.
1-0.
And number 10, bedtime story swap. This might be the best activity of all, writes the author. They're always the one to read the bedtime stories. Kids love having their parents read to them, and it's such a good time for bonding. On opposite day, however, let the kids read the bedtime stories. If your little ones are still learning to read, that's okay. Let them choose the book and develop the story based on the pictures. There's no right or wrong on opposite day. Your kids will think it is so funny to read you a story and put you to bed.
And unlike my children, when I read them a story, as they read the story to me, I will actually fall asleep.
Indeed.
Happy opposite day. All right, there you go.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, Gaming Morning Show is on. 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, come Monday through Friday and sometimes after dark. The daily theme with a question mark. We got gaming news and sports and Bob. Hefty, Austin, Mike, and Sean, the heartthrob. I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. And GMS, Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award. And the clip of the day. It's all coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Time for hour number 3. Right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome in. It's Gaming Morning Show. How's it going? How's everything in your mouth there, Sean?
No, Super Sean 008 Zeller's Revenge started, and the audio was quite loud.
It was very sour, according to the reaction from your face.
That was me going deaf. What'd you say?
That's what I was saying. Wow, Super Saiyan's beating you up there.
Oh, man.
For the rest of the day, we're going to have to speak louder for Sean.
Ooh. It was also a jump scare.
Correct. That's why we always mute our sliders, okay? I don't know how it works over there. You should really see our studios, chat. They are a conundrum of cables and buttons.
Yeah.
So, that's fine.
Ooh.
That's fine. KJ says, Sean, just use the good sign language, you know.
This means hi.
Looks like hi.
Yeah, but also this. Means, hey, look over here.
Hi, but more scared.
Yeah.
Right.
It's in the eyes.
Oh, okay. Of the beholder. Hey, it's Gaming Morning Show. It's August 17th, 2023. Happy Chaos Thursday. It's great to see you. Thank you for being here. I am Hefty Goof. That's sports.gaming. Left side of your screen, you can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Gaming Morning Show. We're going to play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth very shortly. We've already told you the story of a fish falling and causing a New Jersey power outage. The suspect, Eagle the Mathemateagle, is still at large. It's National Black Cat Appreciation Day. It was this day, just 15 and a half months ago, that I adopted the light of my life, Hefty Floof, and every day has been better since. Except when I have to feed that damn cat wet cat food. It's just disgusting. Gross. That's what puts a sour look on my face. Baby Boomers Recognition Day. It's National Thrift Shop Day as well, and National Nonprofit Day. Not to mention National I Love My Feet Day. So, I'm a big fan of my feet.
Yeah, they're fine.
Never demonstrated that on the show before, but I wouldn't mind. Yeah, anything else that we really need to talk about? I guess our topic of the day still is what's your favorite Xbox game of all time? So, big assistance, by the way, to Abacus Apothecary, helping us find the original Xbox titles that were made platinum hits. So. A lot of love for the SSX games today.
Yeah.
Let's see, we've had Portal 2. We've had Gears of War franchise. We've had Jet Set Future as an answer to that question. So, yeah. I think that covers all of it.
I think so.
All right. Then let's move on. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Final Hour crew.
It's great to see all of you, including Chad FM, says getting attacked by 2 mosquitoes whilst trying to watch the show. True commitment. Thank you for battling it out, Chad FM. We're proud of you. Golf clap to you.
Sports.
That was a great sports segment we had just a second ago. Abacus Apothecary has been here for the vast majority of the show as well. We've had the likes of Keith Anthony, 89. Thank you so much for being here as well. Disgruntled 32 stopped by, mentioned liking Tricky, or specifically SSX3 rather, as a favorite game. A former raidee of ours, a follower-in-law of this morning radio show that plays games. Escape Reality Gabe Pride has been here as well. Anyone else I missed, or if you're listening, lurking like Eleni or possibly Scott Chick, thank you so much for making us part of your day. Drew Mega's here as well. It's great to see you.
Hello, FHC.
It's time for Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. Here we go!
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
Also, Mel B is here. Went away for a few minutes, but back. Thank you for being here. We have 2,277 banked balloons, and yesterday was a little dicey, but KJ came through with the save. Had to hang up on a very important person to get back over here and tell us that the answer was antique.
But hey, it'll be easy today with one vowel.
What could go wrong? I think I need to stop saying that.
Yeah.
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 That'll be easy for me. All right. As a reminder, the best thing to do in this game is not guess vowels right away. So Mel B wants an E, and Abacus wants an A.
A.
We'll hold on to those for later. So when we have one vowel, we try not to guess vowels because you're guaranteed a 1 in 5 chance. And so it's going to be better to get some consonants in there first.
We put those vowels in our pocket, and the other one's playing the piano.
Analist Morissette.
Thank you, Bob. An L from KJ.
L. No.
L no.
An R from Chat.
R. Correct.
And a B from Abacus.
B.
Chat are correct.
Get it? Good morning to businesses. It's great to see you this morning. Thank you for being here for the final hour crew.
Hello, FHC. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Hello, FHC.
Bob, neat trick.
I'm pretty sure Bob just stalled.
Maybe it was Skynet.
Everything's fine. An S from KJ, followed by the guess of Arkansas from Drew Mega, which is not possible now because of that S. My vowel of choice right now, could change, okay, is the O. A very good feeling about the O today.
Yeah. I feel like E.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Not an official guess, just
Nope.
a hunch. T.
T. Yes.
I now feel less good about my O. Guess. I really had a feeling it was going to be the first letter.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
Trust. Nope. Yeah, so you can't have another T. That's where I lost trust, and we had trestles. Okay. We have a try something.
Trash can? That kind of fits.
H.
Trash can, one word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we do the H for after the S?
I'll go H. I was going to guess N. H.
H. Cha-ching.
N.
N. Yes.
Trash can. Okay. There you go.
Cracked.
Who was that? Oh, that was you?
Mm-hmm.
Because you said trash can, and then you said, is that one word?
I had to type it out to see if it felt right. And it didn't feel wrong.
The honorable mention to Trosh Sean. Trosh Son. Chatfed. Hey, Sean, have you ever cuddled with somebody on the couch and opened up that photo album while holding your small dog?
Yeah. All the time. Edward Jones is on your side.
Someday we're either going to have a nationwide commercial, or is that how this whole thing started? Because we had a nationwide commercial.
You know, I should have the answer to that, but I don't.
Chat FM says my money's still on the O. I'll give my good. No repeating letters. Great. We went from one vowel words to no repeating letters. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth hates us this morning. It's like, you thought 2300 was going to happen, huh? Check this out. Have you ever seen that clip when Cam Newton was still the Panthers quarterback the first time, and Clay Matthews was a linebacker for the Packers, and they're at the goal line, and they line up in a formation, and Clay Matthews goes, "It's that screen, or it's the wheel route, it's that wheel route," and Cam Newton says, "Oh, you've been watching film, huh?" He's like, "That's cool, watch this." Have you ever seen that clip?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite bits of like field audio ever. He's just smiling, like, "Oh, you've been watching film, huh? Well, watch this." And it was almost the same formation, but instead of a wheel route, McCaffrey cuts out and then back in and hits him for a touchdown. It was great. We got an S and a T from Abacus and Chat FM inverse respectively.
S T. No. Yes.
The T hit, in case you're wondering. Since I explained that so nicely. We have an I from Drew Mega.
I. Cha-ching.
I of the Drew Mega, it is in the answer. We have T-I toward the end of the puzzle. Gay Pride wants an O with a vowel per urchus.
Oh,
and
no.
it didn't get into the puzzle of no repeating letters.
If we had channel points, one of our redemptions could be a vowel. They could literally buy a vowel.
Yes. L. No.
L no.
Well, Bob doesn't like that idea.
All right, I'm going to go G. Any qualms with the G?
Nope.
G. Yes.
It's like Bob's like, G. Yes.
Yes. Oh, gee.
Great. It's not like this word has a very common ending to it, and the front end of the puzzle will be super easy to figure out.
It's something. There was just a typo.
R. Cha-ching.
R-E-P. Oh, that's a repeating letter and no repeating letters, but that'd be the ultimate troll if it had been repeating.
Yeah. No. Maybe it's repeating.
Like some ting. That's a good job. Oh, I don't know, chat. Ooh, Gay Pride wants marketing. M-A-R-K-E. Show me M.
M. No.
Man, that was a great guess.
Let's try a couple vowels. Let's
Okay.
do A or E, because we need at least two more.
A. Cha-ching.
Parketing. Farketing. I mean, it has to be close to marketing. Maybe this is where this is going to stick in my head now, and it's going to be...
Let's do the E.
E. Yes.
Oh, Drew Megas is parenting.
Mm-mm. E's in the wrong place.
Whoops.
P. Yes.
The P hit, luckily. Carpeting. Farpeting? Carpeting?
Darpeting.
It's carpeting.
Crack.
Larpeting.
Good thing that the P hit, huh? Man, I thought it was marketing. I thought Gay Pride was cracked.
Cracked.
Yeah, I think you still get credit, Gabe, but man. Should have been carpeting. There you go. That's how we play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, and it's every single gaming morning show around 8:07 a.m. Pacific time. All right. We pick a name of the morning every single morning. In fact, we'll recap the one for today coming up in about 20 minutes from now. However, from those names of the mornings, we come up with a name of the month, and for the month of July, we picked Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 008 Xlar's Revenge. And Sean used the whole entire time we were playing Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth to reset all of your controls, which is great. You'll have absolutely no control problems today whatsoever.
I was able to move run to a better button, so I think we'll be okay. Maybe. Probably.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, we got some game volume. We got your face disabled twice, and we're loading up. Welcome to Super Saiyan 008 Xlar's Revenge. Do we go back to level 1?
Well, we're in Chapter 2, Level 1.
Ah, right. Welcome to all the folks joining us from Hyper's chat. Welcome, Raiders. This is Gaming Morning Show. We're playing our name of the month for the month of July.
Oh, no. I forgot that button minimizes.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a button on my controller that minimizes the window. There it is. I couldn't find my attack button. That's an important one.
Perfect timing. Thank you, Hyper, for joining us. You often raid into our show, and we appreciate that very much. This is the final hour crew, Raiders, so thank you for being here. We are playing that game that we just mentioned. It's kind of a side-scrolling platformer is how you describe it, right?
Yeah. It's a adventure platformer 2D thingamabob.
And this is the follow-up to Super Saiyan 007, by the way. For those just joining us from the raid, what is your answer to our question of the day? Because today is an anniversary of sorts. 20 years ago, 13 Xbox titles became platinum hits. Games like SSX Tricky. We had some others on this list from Abacus Apothecary. You found it like Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex, and Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. So if you have an answer to your favorite Xbox game ever, we are very interested in it. Man, you had to really jump high for that.
Yeah, he was way up there.
Now remind me, did we uncover an ability for you?
Yeah, we have a healing ability. That bottom left trio of tools. The plant is a heal.
I'll hide our captions just for a second. So all those on the bottom, and the one you can see the least, top left, it's kind of regenerating, has like a cooldown, and so that's where you can find that. The music's fine.
Music's pretty good. The sound effects are pretty okay. The controls a little stiff. But I've played worse. It's no Clunky Hero. Clunky Hero it actually controlled very nicely for how clunky it was.
Get it? Chat FM says Oddworld was pretty unique in its day. I agree. I did play the Oddworld game. Again, I was on PlayStation, but I did play it.
Pardon?
Did you just fall through the bridge?
Yeah.
Is there a trap door in the bridge?
No, I think I glitched through the bridge.
Weird. Thank you for coming to this playtest of Super Saiyan 008. By the way, Sean, at about 35 after, I'm going to try something that could potentially crash the computer. So, because I want to be able to put the game up here. And so I'm going to try to do that with an output projector, but if that crashes our whole thing, we won't do that in the future. Deal?
So if we disappear at 8:35, have a good rest of your Thursday.
Yeah, just take an extra 20 minutes off, chat. You deserve it. Hyper, by the way, if you are still here and you want to give us a recommendation of where to send our audience to after the game is over, or the show is over, rather, please let us know. We'll kind of carry forward your raid since you caught us in our final like 30 some minutes. So I like the little dust clouds. It doesn't look like you're moving very fast, but man, you are just churning up some dirt.
I drag my feet a lot. How? What are the odds?
Come on, Super C, and pick up those feet. I do like your herb gives you full health recovery.
It only fills up a little bit, but I just keep making sure to use it before I get hurt much.
Oh, I thought it was a full bar.
No. I'm just using my gaming skills.
We have an update from Chat FM. This just in the Gaming Morning Show. Chat FM has, well, in some way, we don't actually quite know. I'm being told that one of the mosquitoes have been eliminated. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot menus that require me to use my mouse.
Oh, so Hefty Son and I were playing some of the Super Nintendo, NES, Nintendo Switch Online things the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And Hefty Son was having a really hard time wrapping his head around the select and start buttons.
Oh, yeah, but I've run into that issue.
Why won't it? I'm smashing the A button. Why won't it let me play? Well, son, back in my day, after we walked up the hill both ways.
Also, that death didn't take me to a checkpoint for some reason.
Are you back at the beginning?
Yeah.
Oof. That's hot.
You can't tell because it's 2D, but I'm actually running in a circle.
It's very confusing.
Alright, here's another supposed checkpoint. Ow.
See, that's the trick of this game, when the checkpoints aren't really checkpoints.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with that. Also, this game is much more pleasant to control now that I don't have to constantly push down the left stick.
What do you mean?
It was starting to cramp my hand.
I mean, what could go wrong?
I
Nice
can do
back.
without the poorly timed slow platforms. I think that's my biggest gripe with this game.
Hey, but it gives us a chance to watch you do some nice back and forth work on him.
Work on my agility.
There you go.
Uh-oh. The oboe in this part is very nice.
Well, that's what I was saying. I don't think the music's that bad.
Mm-mm.
I think my biggest peeve, if I had to try to find one, is like, I don't think I like that sound. No, I don't. No, I definitely don't like it. I can confirm.
Oh, I almost fell there.
Hey,
All
there,
right.
feller.
Checkpoint. And this is where I died because I have to wait for the platform.
Take your time. No rush.
Yeah.
Good luck, Sonic. Yeah, I can see why you'd be peeved by the slow. Man, you got really close to the edge of that. As someone who's played Minecraft and fallen off before, you don't want to do that.
I was crouching.
Oh, good. If you just hit the sneak button.
You know, right behind that tree, there was a ledge.
That makes sense.
But hey, the checkpoint worked. Hey,
Watch out. That's like George of the Jungle. Watch out for that tree.
yeah.
Take your time. We'll get there eventually.
All right, we're back on track.
How'd you
So-
fall off there?
Well, they put the platform behind a tree.
If it doesn't take you back to the checkpoint. Did you advance?
No, it. There's some sort of like you can only use a checkpoint so many times, but there's no indication as to how many times that is.
Oh, that's fun.
All right, so for those of you out there who might think about making a game, don't just put random platforms behind trees where you can't see where they start and stop. It's not actually a fun game mechanic. It doesn't make it hard in a fun way. It just makes it hard in an unfair way.
In case you're playing at home.
Also, did you notice the spidery enemies and the wasp enemies make the same noise?
Yes, that I have definitely noticed that. In fact, I don't think any of them actually make any different noises, if I remember correctly. It sounded like you said winning.
You remember this part?
It feels like we already accomplished this, like, I don't know, yesterday, for example. Oh, wait, that was earlier in this show. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it, Jay.
Yeah. Sorry, here comes the oboe soon. It'll make everything better.
I didn't know oboe was... So, like, the music changes at specific parts of the level?
It's hard to tell because I have to imagine I'm going at roughly the same pace every time. So is it triggering a new part of the song, or am I just getting here at the same time?
I mean, it is pretty good. Music-wise.
Yeah.
Developer that made the sliding platforms wanted to milk their job. Are those done yet?
They got paid depending on how much time the elements they were working on were on screen. And so they slowed them way down.
Smart. Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't the PlayStation game.
No.
So I'm sitting here in Rocket League going, why? How are you still in my party? I was so confused. It's like, Sean, were you hacked?
I haven't played Rocket League with you in 3 months.
What am I playing with? We're just sitting here in this game. Like, why is he still in my party? So remember that time we played Super Saiyan 008 XLR's Revenge? Okay, watch out. There's...
Ow.
And we got through one level in 20 minutes.
Gosh. Whoa. That one went into the water. Alright.
What's it look like when you walk? You should just play this pace.
Yeah, we'll never get through a level.
Okay, there's got to be something that's going to eventually be over there, right?
Yeah, there's gotta be. Alright, level clear.
And it took you no time.
Speedrunners. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, sorry, that button minimized again. Bear back. There we go. Yeah, every now and then, the swing the sword button minimizes the window. I'm sure it's a design feature.
That's so funny. Alright, hold on a second. I gotta make my captions work. But to do that, I think I have to put you full screen. There's a lot of Sean's shoulder. Look at that.
I've been working on my shoulders, though.
It's a nice shoulder. Here, you can watch. You can watch this part of the screen. Ooh, look at that. Look at that health bar. Oof. Some good stuff right there. Right. And we're back. Ooh, right in time to watch you fall. How many gold rings did you collect? This is not a Sonic game.
Okay.
Hit the little rewind button.
Yeah, that's the go back to the beginning
Okay.
of the level button.
Or a checkpoint.
No, when I have a checkpoint and I die, I just pop up at the checkpoint. It doesn't give me a menu.
Maybe this whole time I've been saying Supersonic 008. I mean, again, don't confuse this with the Platinum Hits game from Xbox, James Bond 007 in Agent Under Fire. I still don't know why the ellipse is there.
Ow. Ow. That bee's a jerk.
In case you were wondering, this is some information about this game. Now, Cyan has to once again become Super Cyan and defeat countless new enemies, explore new levels, and hopefully vanquish the bald evildoer once and for all. The description says, I'm not bald. Wait, what? The evil bald wizard Exlar has abducted Super Cyan himself, this time to take revenge for all the goody-goody two-shoe stuff he did in Super Cyan 007. They describe it as a fast-paced 2D platform action.
That's generous.
Good morning, a nice chat to, hey, it's Brendan who's here.
Nice chat.
Thank you for stopping by the FHC.
Hello, FHC.
At first I thought that was a biological drawing of a small intestine, but nope. Trees. Oh, I see what you're seeing. Get it? Seeing?
Whoa, look at that fast platform. Look at it go. Whee! So fast.
In case you were wondering, Super Cyan 007 was a platform game with a great world. Released February of 2023, the world consists of various beautiful sceneries of nature, forests, caves, mountains, and abandoned ruins, telling the stories of when there used to be a civilization there. Man, they're pumping out games.
I was gonna say, is this a sequel to a game that came out like 6 months ago?
Or at least describing the Steam release dates. Well, what about Super Cyan 006? Super Cyan 006 released February 22nd, 2020. No, I'm just kidding. Brendan goes, my, this game is positively at breakneck speed. Melby says, so y'all work from home from your bedrooms?
Well, we do the show from home.
Sean just happens to like having a cozy spot to nap during the breaks. Abacus, I'm getting motion sick. Feel bad. I shouldn't have read fast-paced platformer.
Pardon?
Oh, that wall's in the way.
But where do I go?
You go through the wall.
But what do I do?
You go in the water.
I can't go in the water. What? What just happened?
Everything's working the way it's supposed to, Sean.
Was I moving too fast?
You have to slow it down just a touch. Too fast.
There's still nothing over there.
Yeah, it's gonna happen at some point. Oh, crap. I forgot to do my test. We have 1 minute to do my test. Ready?
I did this one in 4 seconds, 0.05 seconds.
All right. If we
Four-
go away,
4.05.
chat, it's because I decided to build an output projector so I can watch the game up by you. So. All right. You have 1 minute. Whoa, that actually did make me... Oh, I thought you already beat this guy.
But this guy's purple.
Oh, and it doesn't have a sword. It has a fern?
So if I go over here and just wait for my heal to come back. Although I think I discovered last time that his health stays the same between my lives, so we'll just... Oh no,
Oh, no.
I died. What will I do? Nice.
Now is the
anything
time
over
that
here
you
now?
find all the weapons you want over here.
I want that sword. Look how much longer it is.
We're sorry, Super C, and your princess is in another castle. All right, there you go. That's some Super C. Oh, you are gigantic. Cutscene.
It's a cutscene.
Thank you, traveler.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will get you the glass I found deep in the ocean, the forest. Something.
A what?
Oh, I almost forgot. This is my family relic. You can have it. Just undo the curse, please. You have my words. I will undo the curse. I forgot the rapid fire dialogue in this game.
Increase movement speed for 10 seconds. This game's gonna be so much better next week.
You have the pulsar amulet now.
Heck yeah, I do. Also, where'd my cursor go?
Ding, ding, ding. You're now arriving at the...
Look,
Whoa.
I can play in the background. Oh, that minimized again.
Sean can
All right,
play in
well.
the background of the collect card.
But I can't collect it. Alright, well, I'm gonna just leave that minimized, and I'm gonna deal with that later, because I don't want to.
Could you just move really quick, though, so we can see it?
Yeah. I'm still here. I'm still back here.
Help me. That's
Help,
great.
I'm stuck behind this pulsar amulet.
Thank you for being here, chat. It's the final 10 minutes of the show. We're going to send you somewhere via the raid. It looks like Hyper already jetted, so I don't know if we'll get Hyper's recommendation or if we'll take you somewhere to someone who's already a follower-in-law. Again, thank you, Hyper, for the raid this morning on Twitch. Big thank you to Andrew for the like on Facebook Gaming as well. What are your takeaways that were pretty okay? What's something you learned from today's show? Also, coming up, we'll have our Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award winner and clip of the day. It's all coming up in just a moment. Right now, it's time for the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News, a recap of the video game headlines that we shared with you in the first hour. Once again, here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is still Thursday, August 17th, 2023, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Re-News. First up, the most important news of the day is the fact that Starfield has gone gold. So no chances for any last-minute delays out of its September 6th launch date. It is officially ready, it's complete, and it's sent to be printed or pressed onto discs and shipped to stores. You can pre-order it. You've been able to pre-order it digitally for some time now. The digital version will have a preload starting today on Xbox and on August 30th on Steam. So get ready to get that installed and make sure you're all set for September 6th. We also talked this morning about TMNT Shredder's Revenge, as we've gotten a small update to the Dimension Shellshock DLC that is due out later this month. They added another playable character, Karai, and it's going to be available for $7.99 on August 31st. Karai joins Usagi Yojimbo as two playable fighters for this new mode. There's also, or new DLC, there's also a new survival mode, which will be available as well. In our last news story, we talked about the little bitty baby Switch controller. There's just a little card that you go, this is a boop, 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 boop. 8BitDo made a micro controller that's available to pre-order now, will be available to ship August 24th for $24.99. It's just a little bitty guy. So go check that out. Put it in your pocket. Out today with some highlights such as Affogato out on PC, Madden NFL 24 out on PC, but our most prestigious award of Name of the Morning this morning went to Marble It Up Ultra out on PlayStations, the Xboxes, Switch, and PC.
Marble it up. Ooh, ooh, marble it up. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Good show today. Proud of you, chat. What are your takeaways that were pretty okay? What is something you learned from today's show? Please let us know in the chat, as we'll have that coming up in just a moment. Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award nominee. I would be remiss if I didn't put forward Abacus Apothecary, who joined the show, was here for a vast duration, but also gave us a ton of context onto our topic of the day, which is, what is your favorite Xbox game? Which, by the way, if you haven't answered, there is still time. So I feel like I will and am putting forward Abacus Apothecary.
Yeah, no, I like that for sure.
Nice work. Hung around, helped us with carpeting in the Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. We talked about Armor King and fighting games. And
Hello.
I feel like I just leveled up. Yeah. Oddworld games. A lot of good stuff today, Abacus. So thank you for providing us with some fantastic context. And if you missed the list of the original 13 games, that is all in our Discord. You can do !Discord right now. To you,
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
congratulations, and almost halfway there. Whoa.
Toot. Did I miss it?
No, almost there to the 900, almost halfway there to the 999 plus club. So.
Super Sean exploded and destroyed all of my audio settings.
Oh no, because we heard something. That was the sound you heard, chat, was the death of Sean's audio settings.
Yeah, like I couldn't get out of that level because it had glitched. So when I went to try to just like hard close the game, the audio blasted me. Then I couldn't hear anything. It was weird.
It really sounded like I leveled up. Also, kudos to you for jumping back in with Toot Toot. Did I miss my cue? Everything's fine. All right, coming up, we'll send you somewhere via the raid. Right now, it's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look, it's the clip of the day.
Toot. Optimus?
No! Caused it to explode. Is Optimus Prime dead again?
Like again?
Quote, the hypothesis is that a bird dropped it, said one of the police department spokespeople. It just landed perfectly and destroyed the Transformer. They're saying it so calmly. It's a giant transforming robot that's now dead because of this fish. Also, I don't know why Jersey Central Power and Light had Optimus Prime responsible for keeping the whole power grid.
Right?
Optimus just sitting there, like, holding two.
He's just like rewiring things as needs change.
This is exhausting. Autobots, roll out. Please. Who knew? We went on to learn, chat, that the fish that fell from the sky was being rehabilitated by John Silver.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone has any information on this case, please contact Detective John Silver. Would you reshare that link, please? That was a good story. Nice job, Ben Hooper.
That was a really good story.
Please let us not forget the victim in the senseless death. Gilligan was a hard-working family man. He was the father to thousands of children. All right, what are your takeaways that are pretty okay? And then we are going to send you over to Ludicrous Legacy. This is someone we've already been to before, so is already someone we follow. Not a follower-in-law, couldn't find someone fast enough. So, hi, I'm 28, British, and an absolute weirdo, writes Ludicrous Legacy. Today playing Palia. Leo. So looks like a streamer that's based in the UK.
Doodle-doo.
Sports Gaming. What is your takeaway? That's pretty okay.
My takeaway is that not a lot of Xbox games that I care about, but I do enjoy Banjo-Kazooie, and that was technically on the Xbox and re-released on the Xbox, so that's my favorite Xbox game.
My takeaway that's pretty okay is they made apparently a movie poster for this thing. Could you show that behind you? Bring it down. Oh my gosh. Power outage coming to a theater near you.
It's my new poster on the wall.
So good. So good. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for the show, y'all. Says Brendan. Have an awesome day as well. If you're also doing a show afterward, Brendan, please feel free to tell us, or if everyone wants to go over there and say hi, you can. We're also going to say hi to Ludicrous Legacy as well. Abacus, again, good show. Chat FM said, I learned that 1 out of 2 mosquitoes have studied the art of survival. Why are you on a mosquito murdering spree, Chat FM? What's what the mosquitoes do to you? They would survive. They would always survive. Anything else? I think we're good. Thanks, guys. This is Chat FM. Thank you. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. More Gaming Morning Show on Friday. Until then, say goodbye for now for Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Gaming Morning Show.tv. Here we go. Just jumped on a better deal.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it wasn't like they wanted Hefty Floof. Hefty Floof didn't want them.
Possibly. I mean, they could have been a C+ or B- household. We just happened to be a B+ or maybe even like an A-.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, this is an upgrade. You know, you check into the hotel. It's like, hi, Sports Gaming. We have you in a double queen room. But, oh, hey, look at this. I do have a deluxe corner suite. Would you prefer that instead?
Absolutely.
In both of these
Does it come with wet food with the gravy?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it does. In both of these scenarios, I've laid out a situation where you're going to get to stay at our hotel. Does one sound just slightly better than the other?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it sounds like you'll take the latter.
Yeah. Oh, there's a ladder too? Sweet.
And these like really like carpeted cat tower things, you're going to love it.
Nice.
But you didn't hear it from me. It's the controller. I can pinpoint the moment. Friends got an Xbox like in 2001, 2002, and I went over there. I don't have my actual DualShock out here because it's in the house still, but let's pretend this kid-style PlayStation controller is said controller, which, by the way, this is not comfortable. I held this beautiful PlayStation controller in my hand, and then I grabbed the Xbox controller, and it was really large. And ever since that day, I struggled. And even the current controllers are very kind and wonderful and comfortable.
Yeah.
Just the original.
But I still don't like them as much as the DualShock.
No, I don't either. But I mean, that could be like a Coke and Pepsi argument, right?
Oh, where one's clearly better than the other one, and anyone who thinks otherwise is wrong.
I used a really bad example for that, didn't I? Let's see. 98 when the kid leaves high school. Okay. 15 years younger, singer Belinda Carlisle turned 65.
Belinda once appeared with the Go-Go's in an episode of The Drew Carey Show.
Follow-up question. Was Belinda Carlisle part of the Go-Go's originally?
That's sure what it seems like.
Or is that noteworthy because the Go-Go's were there, but so was Belinda Carlisle?
Nope, she was the lead vocalist for the Go-Go's. The most successful all-female rock band of all time.
Okay, I can believe that. The Go-Go's was that we've got the beat, we've got the beat.
Yeah?
We got the beat. Hope it goes very long.
Boop, boop.
The marriage. We're rooting for you. There's too many Hollywood couples
We've
that
got
break
a
up.
drummer birthday.
We do have a drummer birthday. It's Steve Gorman from the Black Crowes. Steve is 58.
Happy 58th, Steve. A country singer-songwriter Kevin Welch is 68.
Boo. Maybe bassist Colin Moulding of XTC can help us out.
Oh, you mean Colin Moulding of XTC, who's 68.
Boo.
Wow. Why are you so much more mad at Colin than Kevin?
He was supposed to save us.
You were the chosen one. At breakneck speed. Mel B says, so y'all work from home from your bedrooms?
Well, we do the show from home.
Sean just happens to like having a cozy spot to nap during the breaks. Abacus, I'm getting motion sick. Feel bad. I shouldn't have read fast-paced platformer.
Pardon?
Oh, that wall's in the way.
But where do I go?
You go through the wall.
But what do I do?
You go in the water.
I can't go in the water. What? What?
Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Won't find us anywhere. Content calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah.